Welcome back. President Trump last week announcing an historic oil refinery here at home, writing on Truth Social, America First Refining is opening the first new U.S. oil refinery in 50 years. It's happening in Brownsville, Texas. It's a historic $300 billion deal, the biggest in U.S. history, a massive win for American workers, energy, and the great people of South Texas, writes the president. Now, we spoke with the man behind the big investment, John Kalsi, right here on this program. Watch.
President Trump's energy policies and his Invest in America policy has made this possible. We conceived this project almost 12 years ago when we recognized that America was going to have a tremendous amount of very light shale oil and no way to process it. So our permit was achieved in the first Trump administration, but it was really Trump's policies, the president's policies today, that helped bring investors to the U.S. to see that our energy industry was robust and vibrant and ready for investment.
Joining me now is the Texas Land Commissioner, Dawn Buckingham. Dawn, it's great to have you. Welcome back.
Hey, good morning. Always good to be on with you.
And I know this new investment is happening in your state, Texas. Tell us about it, and how did you get this done in terms of enabling this build-out with easier regulations? Tell us how this happened.
Well, Texas knows how to do it right. Low regulations, low costs, low taxes. Let's get it done business friendly. It's a big part of energy independence, which we think is incredibly important. And in the General Land Office, running 13 million acres of minerals and being the largest mineral owner in the state, we are super excited about this plant getting up and going.
Yeah, tell us what it means for Texas and the country. I mean, look, we know that there is a mad rush for rare earth minerals given China's dominance. And we had on USA Rare Earth CEO last week. She announced the acquisition of Texas Mineral Resources Corporation in the nearly $73 million deal. The company will gain access to the Texas Round Top deposit, further increasing the mining and manufacturing capabilities to gain ground on China's industry stronghold. Here's Barbara Humpton on the program with me last week.
Round Top is the richest known deposit of heavy rare earths in North America. So we know this is critical to our future as the world needs access to these heavy rare earths for metals and magnet making. So this will secure our defense industry and our, frankly, the technology industry as well, critical to semiconductor manufacturing. We've developed an accelerated mine plan. What we'll be doing this year is rapidly moving through the steps that are typically done over a multi-year period in order to prove out the feasibility of the whole deposit and establish the infrastructure needed. We'll be bringing this deposit online in 2028. We gain access to land that TMRC had, and it'll give us greater flexibility in how we build the infrastructure around the mountain.
That is huge.
Now, Maria, I'm thrilled to be working with Dr. Dawn Buckingham, the Texas Land Commissioner. She recognizes, this is on state land, and she recognizes the power of this deposit in support of national security.
A nice little shout out there for you, Dawn. So tell us about this Round Top deposit, and it's supposed to be the richest in North America.
It is. There are 17 rare earth minerals. We have 15, so we're heavy in the heavies. Those are the really important ones. It's going to be billions of dollars into public education. And so elemental independence, we're breaking China's stronghold on this market. We are making Texas safer, and we are funding education. And Barbara Humpton is amazing. It's wonderful to have her at the head of USA Rare Earth. We love working with them, and we are just super excited about this partnership and super excited about what it means, not just for our defense industry, but for the school children of Texas.
Yeah, it's huge, not just for the defense industry, but I like the idea that the money raised is helping the school districts as well. That's one reason that the Trump administration invested $1 billion in USA Rare Earth for the domestic mineral production. How do you continue to scale this up? And tell us more about actually exploration in this Round Top region.
You know, we have lots of rare earth minerals all over the region. We are looking at those deposits right now. The big thing about scaling it up is really the processing, because it does create a Superfund site wherever that is. We're working on processing centers in Oklahoma and Colorado so that we can get that done as feasible as possible. But once we get that wrapped up and going, and it's really the only place in the entire world other than China where these minerals can be processed. But they are so incredibly important, and it is just exciting, the new things that are happening. It's going to be billions of dollars to the school children of Texas, and it's going to make the United States and the whole world safer, honestly. So it's really wonderful to be a part of this.
So how do you work even closer with the Department of War and the Pentagon to ensure that those rare earth minerals are getting to where they need to be in terms of production of semiconductors?
Well, we're in D.C. now. We're being sure that we have good relationships. We're being sure that we're walking together hand in hand, in concert, all in the same all in the same direction. And so we're just going to get those relationships right. We're going to iron out any wrinkles that we've got and be sure we're working together in harmony, and it's going to go really well. We're super excited about the accelerated pace for getting the processing of these minerals, and so we're just so many good things happening all at once.
That is really important. Texas locals, meanwhile, who are living near the Big Bend National Park, are pushing Congress to halt any new construction of the president's border wall. They say that Customs and Border Protection are updating their smart wall map, showing 112 miles of new wall will be built through the park in southern Texas, but they don't want the park to get affected. The 800,000-acre park sees 500,000 visitors a year, Dawn. What do you think about that?
Well, I just spent about almost 2 weeks in that region looking at all of that. But, you know, in so many areas of the park, Mother Nature built 1,000-foot walls. So another 30 feet on top of that probably doesn't do a lot of good. So let's put the physical barrier where it has impact, and let's do a virtual barrier everywhere else.
All right. We will keep watching your work, of course, overseeing and managing 13 million acres of state land, Dawn, mineral rights, disaster recovery funds. We've got a lot to talk with you about. Come back soon. Thanks so much.
Look forward to it. Have a great day.
Dawn Buckingham joining us. We'll be right back.